Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to get the full mask in the Underpresents by saving everyone in Time Boat. To access Time Boat, you need to walk into one of the photo booths and put your mask in the tray and slide the tray in. The first person we're going to be saving is Gerald, so you're going to need to go to Act 1 for this. Just press Act 1 and then press Embark. While we're loading in, I'll give you a quick recap of the mechanics of Time Boat. If this is your first time, MC will spawn in and give you a tutorial, but I'll give you a little bit more in depth in a shorter one. So you can take off your mask to see the entire scene and see the entire boat. You can use your hand to push in the boat and see around the boat. You can fast forward and rewind time with your mask, and you can cut through the boat and see all the different rooms with your mask. So now I'm going to show you how to save Gerald. So when you get spawned in, you're going to want to go left, and you're going to go through this door right here in the boat. And we're going to be going down to Sandy's lab. So you're going to take a left, go down the stairs, take a right, and it will be the first door on the left. You're going to have to snap a couple scenes to fix them to get to certain areas of the story. But this is where you're going to want to be. Now that you're in this room, take off your mask and fast forward a bunch. This way you can get to the scene where Gerald will show up, and you can save him. It does take a bit of guessing to find Gerald, but it's about when the ship leaves the dock. So you're going to put back on your mask, Gerald will show up, and so what you're going to do is you're going to grab these symbols from the glass. You're going to take the X and the light blue star. This to Gerald means leave the ship, so he doesn't get trapped in the ice later in the story. To leave an act, you can take off your mask and look to the right, which there will be an exit sign. It'll fly at you and send you back to the under, but keep in mind that you'll have to get the natural ending for every act as to progress to the next act. Now we're going to move on to Act 2. We're going to be saving Sara and Thew in this act, so just press Embark when it comes up, and first we're going to save Thew. When you load in Act 2, you're going to notice that the ocean is covered in ice, and you're going to be able to walk out onto this. This is important because this is how you save Thew and Sara. So you're going to fast forward until the ice turns white, and you're going to see the characters walk out onto the ice. Follow Billy, Adela, and Thew to the end of the ice and fast forward a bunch. And by doing this, you're going to be taken to the next scene. Keep doing this a couple times. You're going to have to snap a couple scenes to move forward, but just follow them and fast forward, and you'll keep moving on until you get to this dark scene. Once here, fast forward and follow Billy's flashlight until they're all sitting down in this wreckage. Thew will get up after he hears something and go behind the boat, and he'll get taken away. Once he does this, go out into the flat area and just keep going until you find a flashlight. There's a flashlight on the ground, and you're going to need to pick it up. Once you grab this flashlight, you're going to navigate yourself through this cornfield and just kind of wander around a bit until the scene changes. Once the scene changes, there's going to be leaves on the ground in pools of water. Just follow the leaves until you get to this another cornfield. You're going to take a right when you go into the cornfield until you find a flat area where the corn has been broken. Grab the shovel and keep going forward until you find Thew getting eaten by tigers, as Adela calls them. Just snap and throw your shovel around a bit to scare them away, and that should save Thew. You'll get taken back to where you were when you picked up the flashlight. Just go until you find the Aikman. It's on the other side of the wreck. And you'll see that Thew is saved now. And we can move on to Sara. After saving Thew, rewind a bunch until you get to where we split off to go save Thew. This time, instead of following Billy, Adela, and Thew, you're going to follow Sara. She's going to go out onto the ice, and you're going to go forward until you see this tree. Keep going forward into the mist, and you're going to see a cabin. Once you go inside this cabin and turn around, the door will close, and you'll go into Sara's memories. You're going to be spawned onto this log. Just wait until you get to mainland and grab one of the axes. Once you grab this axe, go over to this tree and start hacking away at it. Once you break it enough, it will fall over and you'll be able to go across the water. Don't go into the water or you will lose a life. Do this to the next tree that you see. This will also fall, and you'll be able to walk across this as well. Once you walk across this tree, there will be a bunch of logs that you can go across. Keep going, following them until you get to this village. You're going to take a right, and you're going to go to this yellow house. There's going to be a bird cage, and you're now going to break this with the axe until the birds are set free. This will then end the loop, and Sara will be saved, and you'll be taken back to the Aikman, and you'll see her saved and talking to Angela. Moving on to Act 3, we're going to be saving Sandy, Angela, Billy, Henry, Adela, and Rumph. Once you spawn in, you're going to fast forward a bunch until the northern lights pass over and the sky turns red. First, we're going to save Sandy because that's the most difficult in my opinion. So you're going to go down to Sandy's lab just like you would for Gerald, and fast forward a bit until you see Sandy, enter her lab, and that will take you to her puzzle. In Sandy's puzzle, your job is to tear apart 5 scenes of which are Sandy's memories, and put them into those compartments and press the buttons. You have a total of 5 lives to get as much as a scene as you can into the compartments. You have a certain amount of time in each of the lives, so try to go as fast as you can. It takes a bit of practice because this one is very difficult, and you might do this a few times, but here are some tips to keep in mind while doing this puzzle. Firstly, keep in mind that you don't have to put all the objects in the compartments, just the majority of them. That will relieve a lot of the stress of doing this puzzle. Secondly, use larger objects to knock around other objects. This will cut your time down, allowing you to go faster. Another tip is to use your first lives to only loosen the objects. The objects naturally go towards the compartments, which gives you a bit more time to not stress about putting the objects in the compartments. Lastly, try to get as many scenes as you can per life, and use your last life to put the items in the compartments and press the button. Once you've put enough items in, the trash will turn into Gerald and it will fly around you. I'm going to leave out the ending of this scene because I think it's better seeing it for yourself. Now we'll move on to Rumph's puzzle. To access Rumph's puzzle, go to the shack he's made out of spare items on the boat, fast forward past the northern lights, Thew will show up, and then just go straight into his shack all the way to the back and past these rags, and that will teleport you to his scene. You're going to be spawned into a cave underground. All you need to do is go up through the tunnel, and you're going to be met with this scene of Rumph doing various exercises and talking to himself. So let's fast forward a bit. Eventually it will start to rain, the cave will flood up, and as you're about to see, it will come gushing out and flood the entire area. This will take you to Rumph's puzzle. In Rumph's puzzle, you'll see cranes similar to that of the ones on the Aikman, and all you have to do is put the air canisters on there and press the big blue button. Always go for the lowest one, and you can use air canisters from previously used cranes, and try to go for the lowest one you can, and keep lowering them down. It will lower the water level until you finally see the ground, and just keep doing this. Once you see the ground show up, these graves will be shown, and all of the characters will be in these graves. Grab the shovel. You only need to bury one of the bodies, and they will all bury simultaneously. Once you've buried all the bodies, you'll hear a door open. Just go through this door and hop in the grave that's there. And this will teleport you back to the Aikman. And you can rest assured that Rumph is saved. Moving on to Adela's puzzle, you actually only need to start at the very beginning of the scene and go into her trailer. She'll be talking to Weil, and you just have to wait a little bit. She may pull out her phone, she may turn towards the wall, it just depends. And that will send you to her scene, and you'll be thrown all the way to the end of her trailer, where you'll be met with this library. The goal is to finish her story. All you need to do is go to these various trailers and grab a word and type that into the typewriter. So first I will give you where you can find the words, then I'll give you the words that I used. So to get to the first trailer, you do as I did in the beginning. Then there's a trailer there. You go up this path, there's a trailer here. You go up here and you go into the portal. You go around to the left, this is the next trailer. Then you go up here, this is another trailer. Then you continue past that into the portal, go to your right, and these will be your final 2 trailers. There's one here, and there's one here. And you grab the words off of these pages. It's very important that you make sure you go in the specific order for each words after each chapter, because it matters in the puzzle. Aluluwe, fisherman, octopus, ice, expedition, ghosts, and fire are the words I used in that order. Finally, you'll get your finished book after putting in all these words, and you take it to the bookshelf, put it in, and this will open a portal back to the Aikman, and you'll see Adela has been saved. Now we'll be moving on to Henry's puzzle. Fast forward past the Northern Lights again, and go into the kitchen, and wait a bit, fast forward a bit, until you get to the scene where Henry's getting distracted by something, cutting a carrot, and accidentally cuts off his finger. All you have to do is follow Henry while he's following his finger crawling across the floor until he falls into the vent. This will teleport you to an alleyway, and all you have to do is follow the blood splatter into this door and through to the kitchen. This task is very easy. All you have to do is cut up the ingredients in the kitchen in no specific order and put them in these pots until they fill all the way to the top, and then stir the spoon. This will close the lid, and you only have to do this for all three. And you can use literally anything. When I say anything, I mean you can use anything, as long as it's cut up. As you can see, I finished all three. All the lids are closed, and these doors will open, and you can enter through this way. Again, I'm going to let you watch this scene for yourself. And finally, we're moving on to Angela. To access her puzzle, you'll have to fast forward past the Northern Lights again and enter this room with the couch. Fast forward a bit until Angela is lying on the couch. It's a little bit tricky to get, and she'll be sucked up into the couch, and this will begin her puzzle. In this puzzle, all you have to do is open these doors and go from door to door. The goal is to find Angela's memories, and with each memory is associated an item. These items will be on these stands like this, and you go through the next door. This door will take you to a final room where you'll put your item down. There should be holes for each item, and then a mask hole will show up, and you just put your mask in, and it will teleport you back to the beginning. Don't interact with your previous lives, as they will fill up the holes, and you don't want to mess that up again. I'm going to let you guys do this one on your own because it's pretty easy and you have plenty of time, so don't stress about time. And I believe in you guys. And as with the previous scenes, I'm going to cut the end scene out because I think it's better seeing it in person. Finally, all you have to do is go to the epilogue. I'm also not going to show you how to do this puzzle as it's pretty easy, but I will give you a hint. All it takes is a snap. Take that as you will, and go through the epilogue. Once you finish the epilogue, you can get your full mask, and if you change out mask and you need to go back to your full mask, just go through the epilogue again. That's all you have to do. As always, any questions that you have, leave in the comments, and I will be sure to respond to you. This is a tricky mask to get, and I wish you the best of luck on it. If you guys want to see anything more, any other kind of tutorials, let me know in the comments as well. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you want to see more of the Underpresents content. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!